And we're back with some more NBA playoff predictions. Today is going to wrap up our game twos of the first round. Uh, we have the Detroit Pistons versus the Orlando Magic, and we will finish the night with the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Phoenix Suns. So how do I think those games are going to go? Detroit Pistons and Orlando Magic. I think that is going to be the best first round matchup, the best series of the first round that we have. The Detroit Pistons and Orlando Magic, they both played pretty physical, like obviously as you can see, based on game one. And the Orlando Magic is really not that good of a team. They've shown they haven't been that good of a team, especially, dealing with injuries. But even when they're together, it's like, it's a playoff team, but they're not of the same caliber as the Detroit Pistons. However, matchups make fights, right? Matchup makes fights. And I feel like the Orlando Magic is a horrible matchup for the Detroit Pistons, especially because the Detroit Pistons, it doesn't seem as bad as the New York Knicks can get with Jalen Brunson, but the Detroit Pistons are too heliocentric for the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic is very weak to they're very prone and very weak. They're very prone to getting cooked, and they're very weak against teams that have multiple scoring options. When you have a bunch of scoring options against the Orlando Magic, you easily just dog walk them outside of a gym. But you could run out. That's what I was trying to look for, this phrase. You could run them out the gym. Like the Boston Celtics, oh Lord, that would have been a bad series. It would have been scored maybe 60 to 112 every single night. However, when the Orlando Magic actually can lock in on a team and they actually can focus on maybe one, maybe two stars, and no one else is really helping out, that is a recipe for disaster for the Detroit Pistons. So that's matchup right there. Excellent for basketball, and is excellent for the Orlando Magic. Now the Detroit Pistons, y'all gotta score. Jalen Duren, all that stuff he was doing in the regular season, you gotta show it against Wendell Carter. You have to. I get it. Most teams aren't as physical as the Orlando Magic. Most teams aren't as physical as the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, you gotta show some capability in scoring if you are the Detroit Pistons role players. Last thing I'll say is they definitely, in my opinion, they need to play Caris LeVert a little bit more. And is this how you say his name? Dennis Jenkins? I don't know. Jenkins, he been cooking, especially when Cade is out. They need to rely on him a lot more. Now to the Phoenix Suns and Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously, I spend most of my time on the Orlando Magic and Detroit Pistons. Why? I'm going to be honest. The Suns versus the Thunder, you would hope it's a good game. You would hope it's a good series, but that should be a sweep. But I did say it should be a sweep. The Boston Celtics versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And look, I ate my words. Sixers pulled off a game 2 win. Did not see that in the slightest bit, right? Came out of nowhere. VJ Edgecombe, he ain't been cooking like that all year. I'm like, whoa, where he get all this confidence from? Well, now he did have confidence, but he have confidence on the air ball, but now he winking after he splashing threes on people. But again, the Phoenix Suns, I don't really see what they can do. Keep limiting Shea, make him shoot. But I don't know. The Thunder just have too many weapons. So you just pray that the Suns could steal one game, just get hot, from three. Dylan Brooks, they do need his antics. Maybe his antics will do something, but I don't really see anything other than just one of those miracle games. The Phoenix Suns pulling off a win. Anything is possible. Look, like I said, Celtics, Sixers. Maybe it happens again today, right? All the road teams are winning. So, hey, maybe they won one, but I doubt it. But that's the predictions for your final game, 2 games on this Tuesday.